Let me start with my little encouragement. First of all, thank you to Pastor, First Lady, my wife, for giving me some rhymes and some rhythms this morning. Galatians 2:20, I am crucified with Christ. No one is ever united with Jesus Christ until he is willing to relinquish not sin only, but his whole way of looking at all things. There will have to be the relinquishing of my claim to my right, to myself in every phase. So what does all this mean? We're talking about giving, and now I'm talking to you about relinquishing. We have to get to a place where we just stop thinking that what we have is ours, and remember that the source of who gave it to us is the strength of our life. Talent is God-given. Be humble. Fame is man-made. Be grateful. Conceit is self-given. Be careful. John Wooden. Operation Reach is more than just raising $140,000. We are going somewhere. We must also be raising our spirit, faith, and trust. The giving is the start that should not stop. What are you in need of? Where can you grow? Here's how we grow. I need this brother right here, Mr. Moody. I need his wife. And let's see, Lord Tyler, you come up. I need you three, if you guys can come up real quick to be my actors. All right, so you come stand next to me, Tyler. Where you at, brother? Come on. I know you move faster than that. You play a little bit of football. All right, here we go. All right, I need you to stand there, hugging yourself, please. Yes, facing the church. It is the conceited man.
Yes, sir.
The conceited man that God wants to just walk away and say, you know what? I can't hug you, son, because you got your arms hugging yourself. Right? So what we realize is that you are living on no faith way. There's a street that you're living on, right? But in order for you to get to God's blessings, you need to come down Relinquish Boulevard.
All right.
Now, once you get through Relinquish Boulevard, he can move you. And I'm going to move you, brother. Just stay right there. Then you can get the Blessing Road, where all God's gifts wait for you. But you're in the wrong community. Because the community that you should be on is a community where blessings are. So I'll share with you, as you move down and you let your arms go, walking across Relinquish Boulevard, we're going to just encourage one another. And as we all stand and encourage each other, I'm going to read some of God's words to encourage us as we move across. Psalm 18:2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress. Walk across, brother. Release your arms. And my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. As he walks across, he's repeating these things to himself. Sister, I need you to come stand over here with your back turned to the church. Right in front of, yeah, right there. See, she is on no faith way. She has her back turned to what God is trying to do. And because she's on no faith way, she has to walk across Relinquish Boulevard to get to Blessings Road. Let's start walking, sister. And such trust we have we through Christ to Godward. Not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think of anything as ourselves, but of sufficiency is of God, who also has made us able ministers of the New Testament, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter killeth, but the Spirit giveth life. Tyler, I need you to stand over here. And this is for all the youth in here. Just because he said we can give as adults doesn't mean you can't come up with your own form of sacrifice. Maybe you give $1 a week, that's $52 for the year. Maybe you say, Mom, I'm going to stretch, I'm going to give $5. That's more than some people have committed the whole year. So I need you to stand there with your hands gripped like you're holding money. So, come on, grip your hands. Yeah. So this is, face the church, please. This is what most of us are doing. And I saved this for last. We're holding on tight to the little $5 we got. And God, until we release our hands, can't put anything in them. Because you can't receive when your hands are tight, holding on to something that he gave you to begin with. So as you start walking, brother, release your hands and you cross Relinquish Boulevard to get the Blessing Road. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. The Lord is God, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. All of these are scriptures that we can encourage each other. We can encourage ourselves. But just as a reminder, if you're going to give, you have to give with faith. Get off of No Faith Boulevard. Get to Relinquish Boulevard and get to Blessing Road. Because all the blessings are waiting for you. Now inside these blessings, God has different bags and different scriptures. This one says, hope is the joyful expectation of something good. And I'm not going to give them to anybody. I just wanted to show you guys that you got to dream more. You got to celebrate. You got to give a little woo-hoo. But if you're going to give and you're going to help Operation Reach, as Pastor already articulated earlier, we got to be able to move. And we can't move if we standing still hugging ourselves. We too conceited. We got our little stink attitudes. Everybody want to talk about each other. I'm not the pastor, so I can say stink. Everybody want to talk about everybody. Y'all want to sit up here holding on to your $5. But God has been so good to me that I tell you that my $5 that I begin to give became 10, and then 10 became 15, and then 20 became 30. Just give a little, and God will give a little. But as my wife had told me to say this morning, she said the problem is we want a career-minded blessing. We want a promotion-related blessing. But we have a minimum wage faith.
That's good.
I added the first part, she added the second.
That's good.
But the point is, we have to get off a minimum wage road and walk through relinquishing and letting ourselves know that we are abandoned to the Lord. Because when you are abandoned to God, you are trusting Him in all. An ungrateful man is like a hog under a tree eating acorns, but never looking up to see where they come from. Timothy Dexter. You guys have a blessed day. And Operation Reach, we're getting there.
You're getting it. Amen.